perfect example of what your government does for you, folks. This is how much they care about you.
All right.
Run the bus, they throw you off it, and then they park the damn thing over you.
Now,
they have now parked the bus on you because they are so willing to throw your future, your life away. So they go, hey, we got to keep our rich guys. We got to keep them
keep them
going.
happy.
They're making the jobs. They're the job creators.
Actually, what they're really concerned, they're the ones who give us campaign money and money under the table. Now, a guy from Moody's, there are rating companies, and we heard a lot about S&P, and they lowered the credit rating for the United States from 3 to 2. Moody's is another one, and they did not lower our credit rating. Here is a guy from Moody's talking a lot of sense. Now, let's pay attention, folks. Pay attention, kiddies, what he says about this payroll tax.
And joining us now from Philadelphia, Mark Zandi, who is the chief economist for Moody's Analytics. Mark, thank you so much for joining us.
Okay. So, chief economist from Moody's.
Effects and the impact on our vehicle sector. But most significantly, it's the debt ceiling drama, the spectacle in Washington, and of course the S&P downgrade, I think completely undermined confidence. And we were already very nervous coming out of the Great Recession. And this just was too much for us to get our minds around. And so I think we've all frozen, and that's reflected in these wild swings and the declines in the stock market over the last couple of 3 weeks.
I've read your most recent macro forecast. You talk about policymakers need to do something to instill confidence in the economy. The president is going to announce this new jobs plan after Labor Day. What specifically do you think could help jumpstart this economy?
Let's hear.
Well, policymakers have to do two things at the same time. The first is they've got to follow through on the debt ceiling deal. They've got to come to terms over the next several months with respect to some further future deficit reduction, about $1.5 trillion worth. They have to execute on that in a reasonably graceful way. If they don't, then we're going to get more downgrades, more turmoil in the stock market, and we're done. We're back in recession. The second thing they have to do, though, is they have to provide some additional support to the economy in the very near term. And this gets to the president's jobs package. And there's no magic bullet here, but there are a number of things that can be done that would be helpful. I'll just name one. We can talk about others. And that is extending the payroll tax holiday. As you know, we all have a holiday for this year. We need to extend that in 2012. Otherwise, the drag on the economy will be too great.
That is something the president has talked about multiple times, extending the payroll tax holiday. He also talks about extending employment insurance. If that Congress does not pass that, how many jobs could that cost the economy?
Listen.
Well, if we don't extend the payroll tax holiday, and if we do not extend the emergency unemployment insurance benefits, which also expire at the end of the year, then that's going to cost the economy in 2012, calendar year 2012, about a percentage point of GDP growth, and that translates into about 1 million jobs by the end of 2012. So if we don't do those things, then the number of people employed will be 1 million less than otherwise would be the case.
Did you pay attention? Did you hear it? 1 million people will lose their jobs if we don't extend this payroll tax holiday. It is that significant. This is a man who knows. This is a man who understands these things, folks. And unemployment. We must extend unemployment to those long-term unemployed. We've heard that before from Republicans. Oh, they're just freeloaders. Time to cut them loose. We can't keep on extending the unemployment for these people. They need to find jobs. What jobs? That will be a drag on the economy that we just can't handle. Now, why would the Republicans want to put 1 million more Americans out of work? I'm asking you, folks, take a moment and think. Why would they want to do this? They're the don't increase taxes guys, right, in Washington. Why are they doing this? Why would they want to see 1 million more people unemployed? What do you think that'll do to the economy? What do you think that'll do to the atmosphere of the United States just before going into an election in 2012? People will be that much more pissed off. You'll be seeing we're double dipping. We went into a double dip recession. It's worse. Didn't get better, it's worse. This is a political game. This is a political ploy. They want to see 1 million more Americans at least on the unemployment line just in time for the election, so everybody is so pissed off they'll turn on Obama and make sure, whether it's Perry or whether it's Mitt Mormon or whether it's the flake from Minnesota, whoever the candidate is, they'll win and Obama will lose. They're purely playing politics. They want to see the economy go in the tank as much as possible. They don't care about you.
No.
They don't care if you're going to lose your job.
The only thing they care about, Jeff, is making sure they kick Obama out of office. They want that more than anything. And in order to do that, you know, I mean, of course, you have to manipulate the American public. Not hard to do. The American public's real stupid and susceptible to anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Sheeple. They need to have everything Obama has put in place to fail. And fail badly. Blow up so the whole public knows. So that way, whatever crap they're setting up to pull, it'll seem like a breath of fresh air by the time they get in it. See, because they wanted to point the finger and go, see, this is what happens. You shouldn't have voted for the black man, huh? See how much trouble